I didn't send those out. I had nothing to do.
Oh, well, the book. The book. You love the book.
I blew it up because I couldn't read it. It was so small, and they only said you could call. So now what am I reading?
So you're doing page. So good news. Oh, 11. So we have a large print edition. So we have this large print. We'll either find a volunteer or somebody, somebody who's comfortable. Here's it's a little bit in terms of like reaching people are here, how many people are missing? He's got one. Yes. Okay. Oh, where's yeah, right. Oh, those are really big voices. So, I mean, do you want to either designate somebody else or just give somebody else the reading, just continue reading? Something like that. So who's missing? Well, I mean, I can just do it myself. That's probably easier. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, you can't read it.
And do we have, okay, decent. Okay.
Why would they?
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna film it.
No, you are. You are. They left. That's what I did. I have to be sure. You can't see that. Is this your second home?
Tomorrow.
No, I think we're ready. Oh, and also, I put things down, they disappear.
Take care of it. You should see it set up.
I know. What you got?
I put something down and it's gone now.
What was it?
But sorry, actually, just if you could pull it out of the that, just pull that. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. If I could have everyone's attention, please find a place to sit down. Let's take a moment to get settled in. We are so happy to have our local Hadassah chapter joining us again, 2 years in a row. And to have, just want to welcome Lael and all the members of Hadassah. And I want to thank Sisterhood, because without you, you really can't do anything. And this is a way of honoring you and all the good work you do in the world, locally and really all over the world. I'm going to invite Carol Madvig to give a more formal welcome, and then we'll have candle lighting after Carol's words of welcome.
Is that, could you repeat that later? Oh, I see. So let's do the athletics.
Thank you all for coming. It's so nice to see you here tonight, even in the rain and the bad weather. So we're happy to have you here. Sisterhood welcomes Hadassah ladies and husbands, and we are so glad that you're here with us tonight. I would like to invite Mo Summer up so we can do the candle lighting.
Yeah.
We would like to invite all the Sisterhood members to stand.
We would like to invite all the Hadassah members to stand and join us. And if there are any Hadassah associates, you can stand too.
Sisterhood and good. Okay. Sisterhood and Hadassah.
Me too.
Okay, welcome again. Putting my other hat on for Women's League. And this year, our Torah Fund pin is Am Yisrael Chai. the people of Israel live. It's very touching. We are in connection with the sisterhoods of the synagogues in Israel on a weekly basis. They notify us of what's going on and what's happening there, and we are very happy to join them in sisterhood. Thank you, Kitsy, for asking me to speak on Women's League. I am the immediate past region president. We encompass Arizona, New Mexico, El Paso, Texas, Las Vegas, Nevada, and Southern California. I have spoken and attended many, many events and Shabbat services, about 90% of the sisterhoods that are in our region. I currently serve as a vice president on Sisterhood Beth Emma's board, and I am a member of Hadassah Tikva, and I am on the international board as well, and the Torah Fund board. Since 1918, which is 107 years ago, Women's League for Conservative Judaism is the voice of the women of the conservative movement and represents its 40,000 members on a wide array of national, international, here somewhere, and religious issues. The mission of Women's League for Conservative Judaism is to strengthen and unite synagogue women's groups, their members, and individual members, support them in mutual efforts to understand and perpetuate conservative Masorti Judaism in the home, synagogue, and community. We reinforce their bonds with Israel and with Jews worldwide. Women's League accepts the Jerusalem program, which is the platform of the World Zionist Organization. The backbone of Women's League is its worldwide network of affiliated sisterhoods, which provides a broad array of services. We have educational programs and materials. We have excellent consultants that can come out to the sisterhoods and can customize their seminars to fit the needs of your individual sisterhood. We have Leadership Institute training, Judaica Shop discussions with your Judaica Shop managers, and more. You can go online and find so much more. Through its ongoing Torah Fund campaign, Women's League continues to financially support the students of the 5 worldwide conservative seminaries. Those seminaries are Jewish Theological Seminary in New York, the Schechter Institute of Jewish Studies in Israel, Seminario Rabbinico Latino Americano, Buenos Aires, and Abraham Joshua Heschel in Potsdam, Germany, and Ziegler School of Rabbinic Studies that has now moved to Beverly Hills, California. I am honored each year to attend the ordination in May at the American Jewish University in Los Angeles to honor the new rabbis, and every student there is interesting and has special qualities. And whatever they choose to do, whether it's be a pulpit rabbi or educational, they're fabulous. These new rabbis are great. Our annual conference this year will be at Sheraton Aurora Hills in California. This will be on Sunday and Monday, May 4th and 5th. If you can, please join us and attend. We'd love to have you there. Israel Ascending Achievement in Personal Jewish Development is the ultimate goal for our membership. It is our express hope that our leadership will provide a model for others to emulate. Thank you for your support and participation in preserving, promoting, and perpetuating conservative Masorti Judaism. Thank you.
Did you want to say something?
So I just wanted to give a few words of orientation. So first of all, exits are located there. And of course, the front door and down the hall. If you need the restroom, they're down the hallway, just that away. In case of any sort of medical emergency, either Natalie Morrison or Carol Madvig will be happy to help. And if you are one of the people who have a reading, there is a step here to stand on if you need that. And the way this is going to happen for some of these things, each one is going to be a little bit different. I actually need that list that I had here. Carol, do you have that list, or somebody have that list? Yeah, thank you. So for some things, okay, let's see, which is better.
They're all the same.
They're all the same. We'll just actually look at that. Okay. Here. So for some things, we'll read, we'll sing some things in Hebrew, followed by English. Other things I'll begin chanting Hebrew, and then someone will be reading leading the responsive English reading. The cord is on this side, so just be sure to enter and exit over here. Don't want any accidents, right? And the pages will be up there, thanks to our Rosemary Brahmy's, she'll be turning those numbers to help people follow along. We'll begin the Shabbat service with Yedid Nefesh. Page, yeah, I'll sing in Hebrew and then you'll do the English.
No, she's doing.
I know, I'm the one really
She's doing Hadassah.
Oh, okay.
Before you-
Hadassah moment, but first, the Hadassah moment. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Well, I do appreciate that, it's very helpful. Yes. Okay.
My name is Sue Abramson, and I'm the education chairperson for Hadassah Hatikva West Valley, and I'm very happy to be here tonight. I'm going to read something that Carol Ann Schwartz wrote. She's the president of Hadassah Worldwide. At this moment in history, it can feel like our footing is unstable in Israel, in the United States, in our world, in our personal lives. And so, as strong women like Queen Esther have done across time and space, we take a deep breath and remind ourselves what is important. At Hadassah, we are grounded in a shared mission that roots our past to our present and, of course, to our future. Just a little history, very briefly. The history of Hadassah begins with the extraordinary Henrietta Zold in the year 1912. A trip to desolate pre-state Israel profoundly affected her. She devoted the rest of her long life to the health and well-being of her people and what was to become their Jewish homeland. The results of her practical Zionism can be seen today in Hadassah's world-class medical centers. Just a little bit about what Hadassah does. Hadassah, the Women's Zionist Organization of America, is the largest Jewish women's organization in the U.S. With nearly 300,000 members, donors, and supporters, Hadassah brings women together to effect change on critical issues as ensuring Israel's security, combating anti-Semitism, and promoting women's health care. Through its Jerusalem-based hospital system, the Hadassah Medical Organization, Hadassah helps support exemplary care for more than 1 million people every year, as well as world-renowned medical research. Hadassah's hospitals serve without regard to race, religion, or nationality, and in 2005 earned a Nobel Peace Prize nomination for building bridges to peace through medicine. Hadassah also supports 2 youth villages that set at-risk youth in Israel on the path to a successful future. One of newest hospital innovations in Israel is the new Gandel Rehab Center. This happened beginning January 2024. The sounds of Hadassah representatives clapping and singing Shalom Aleichem welcomed the first patients into the Gandel Rehabilitation Center at Hadassah Hospital Mount Scopus on January 15, 2024, part of a phased opening of the new facility. The first patients, all of whom were wounded in the war, heroes and heroines to whom we owe a huge debt of gratitude, began their journey in the new center in a designated department with advanced equipment and systems that were built especially for them. The Gandel Center offers a host of special treatments along with physical and occupational therapy, physiotherapy, hydrotherapy, and respiratory and orthopedic rehabilitation. There will also be a PTSD center and rehabilitation for neurological problems caused by brain, spinal cord, and nervous system injuries. Among the state-of-the-art advances the Gandel Center will offer are called walking labs, also known as gait labs, which use computers to analyze motion and detect problems not always apparent in clinical exams, and a therapeutic swimming pool with a modular floor that adapts to each patient's needs. At Hadassah, we are a part of history, all of us, and we are making it together. Thank you.
Thank you, Sue. So we'll begin this service on page 10 with Yadi Nefesh. Oh, and Sue, do you have the microphone?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think what we'll do is make this work. Yeah. Yedi nefesh aharachaman misavata eretzona yavutzavta gemotaya yishtachapeh mol Sonia, come on up.
Yadni Nefesh. Beloved of my soul, compassionate Father, draw me, your servant, to your desire. Would that I could run like this cell and bow before your beauty, for I find your love sweeter than honey or any delight. Beautiful, slenderous light of the world, my soul is sick with love. God, please heal her by bathing her in your serene light. Then she shall surely be strengthened and healed and be your servant forever. Ancient One, let your compassion flow. Have pity on the child whom you love. For I have yearned for so long to see your luminous power. My God, my beloved, hurry, please, do not hide. Please, my beloved, reveal yourself, splendor, the sukkah of your love over me. May the whole world be illuminated with your glory. Then shall we be glad and rejoice with you. My lover, come quickly, for the time has come. Have passion for me as in days of old.
Goodness gracious.
Lichon Adonai Adonai Naria Litzor Yishenu.
Let us go and sing to Adonai. Let us triumph praise to our protector. Filled with thanks, let us greet God, raising our voice in song.
Great is Adonai, a great sovereign than all other deities. God's hands form the earth's sea. Mountains rest to are God's work. The sea is God's, for God made it. Dry land is fashioned by God's hands.
Come then, let us bow and kneel. Let us bend our knees in the presence of Adonai who formed us.
Let us go and sing to Adonai.
God's very hands.
If only you would listen today to God's voice and not become hard-hearted like the people of Meribah, like that time in Massa in the desert, when your ancestors tried me and tested me, though they had seen what I had wrought.
For 40 years I was troubled by that generation, and I said, these are a people whose hearts have gone astray. They do not know my way. So in anger I swore they would not enter my rest. 40 שנה כות בדור, ואומרם בלבבם, והם לא ידעו דרכי, אשר נשבעתי ועל פיי, אם יבואון אל מנוחתי. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz.
Sing to Adonai a new song. Sing to Adonai all the earth. Sing to Adonai, praise God's name. Day after day, tell of God's deliverance.
Tell the nations of God's glory, speak of God's wonders among all peoples. For Adonai is great, surely to be praised, more revered than our gods. For the gods of the nations are a man behind us. But Adonai fashioned the great heavens.
Grandeur and glory at God's honor God. Strength and joy where God is found. Offer to Adonai, peoples of the world. Offer to Adonai honor and strength.
Offer to Adonai the honor due to God's name. Bring the gift of thanksgiving and enter God's presence.
Bow to Adonai in the glory of this holy place. Tremble before God's presence, all who dwell on earth. Announce among the nations, Adonai reigns. The land is firm and will not be moved. Peoples will be truthfully judged.
The heavens shall be glad and the earth rejoice. The sea and its fullness roar. The meadows and all that grows in them exalt. Even the trees of the forest shall sing praise to Adonai comes. Come to pledge the earth, judging the lands with righteousness and peoples with divine truth.
Yismichu Hashmai v'tagel haaretz, Yiram hayam lo, Yalo sadai v'kol asher bo, Az yarnu kol atzei yahar, Lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz, Yishpot tevel v'tzedek, V'amim v'emunato. Adonai malach tagel haaretz yismuim rabim. Adonai reigns, let the earth be glad, the many distant lands rejoice.
Righteousness and justice, pure God's throne. Fire goes to God, consuming the cedars of God.
Flashes of lightning illumine the land, the earth watches and trembles, mountains melt like wax at the approach of Adonai, the approach of the master of all the earth. Worshippers of idols, be shamed for praising false gods. All that is deemed supreme, bow before God. You, Adonai, are above all that is earthly, exalted over all that is worshipped as divine. Light is sown for the righteous, and joy for the upright. Rejoice in Adonai, you righteous people, and thank God as you pronounce the divine holy name. Oav Adonai sinura, shomer nafshot hasidav, mi'ad rishayim yasilei. Oh, zaru alat tzadik, l'Yisrael simcha, simchu tzadikim Adonai, v'honoru l'zecher kodsho. Mizmor shir l'Adonai, shir chadash, ki niflot asa, oshialo yimino zroa kodsho.
Sing to Adonai a new song, for Adonai has wrought wonders. God's right hand and holy arm have brought deliverance. Adonai declared deliverance as nations looked on.
God's righteousness was revealed.
God dealt faithfully and kindly with the house of Israel. The very ends of the earth saw our God's saving power.
Call out to Adonai, all the earth. Break out in joyful singing. Sing to Adonai to the music of the lyre. Lyre and the voices make music together. With horns and shofar cries. Trumpet the presence of the sovereign Adonai.
Let the sea and all that is in roar. The earth and all who inhabit it thunder. Let rivers clap hands while mountains sing in harmony.
Lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel v'tzedek, v'amim b'mei sharim. Nadine? Huh? Oh, Nadine's, oh. Nadine's not, Nadine's missing in action, okay. We're now on page 19. Adonai malach yivzu ami, Yoshef Ruvim kanut haaretz. nations tremble. The one enthroned amidst the cherubim makes the world quake. A sovereign strength lies in the love of justice, and you forge the paths of truth, judging Jacob righteously and justly. Moses and Aaron among God's priests, and Samuel among those who called upon the divine name, called to you, and you answered them.
You spoke to him from the clouds, and kept him coming to the morning day.
You answered them. You
Exalt Adonai, our God, and bow down to God's holy mountain, for Adonai, our God, is holy. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu, v'shabahu l'har kosho, ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. The custom is to rise for the next psalm, but if you're not able to, God will understand. So, Mizmor LeDavid, Hovul Adonai b'nei Eli, Hovul Adonai kavod va'oz, Hovul Adonai kevod shemo, Ishtachavu Adonai me'charat kodesh, Kol Adonai amayim, El hakavod yirim, Adonai amayim, amayim rabim, Kol Adonai b'tova, Kol Adonai b'hadar, Kol Adonai shomer harasim, v'yishaber Adonai alei havanon, v'yarkidenu ever, Levanon v'Sirion, Kemon v'Reimim, Kol Adonai chotzev ha'odesh, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, Yachil Adonai midbar kodesh, Kol Adonai yachol ayanos, Vayesot Ye'arov, U'Hechalo Kulo Mekavod, Kulo Mekavod, Adonai L'Havo Yasham, Vayeshev Adonai Me'eret Le'olam, Adonai Moshe Moisei, Adonai Yevarech et Avot Hashalom. Adavav Gedulat Yimincha Tatzisuva, Kahaverin Adamcha Salken Tavinu Nohav, Nagibo Doshei Ukurchat Vavar Shomreim, Barathem Tareim, Rachamim Tzikata Katamid Govein, Hasim Kadosh, Brotu Panahel Adatecho, Yachid Elam Kapanei, Zofre Kedushatecho, Shabbatenu Kabel, Ushma Tzakatenu, Yodeya Tavumo.
If you would, may your mighty right hand undo the knot that ties us up.
Accept the prayers of your people. You are there, raise us up, cleanse us.
Almighty, if you would, guard us the apple of your eye, those who seek your unity.
Bless them, cleanse them, have compassion on them, and use justice toward them.
Mighty Holy One, in your abundant goodness, guide your people. Listen to our pleas, hear our cries, knowing the hidden depths within us.
Okay, so we're going to do an abridged version of how to do this evening. So we're going to do the first 23 stanzas, and then we're going to go to the last stanza. And the last stanza is, so we begin on page 23, and then the last stanza is on page 25, and we rise for that last stanza. We rise, we face the east, we face west, the direction of the Shekinah. We're now on page 27. Mizmoshir Yom HaShabbat Tov Dotov Adonai Rosamelashim Elyon Nehagiva Boke Pasecho Emunatecha Havaleino.
I read my book.
I know, but Mike has to go down with your head.
Okay. It is good to thank you, Adonai, and sing to your name, Most High, to proclaim your love for our neighbor, your faithfulness every night. You gladden me with your deeds, Adonai, and I shall sing of your handiwork. The arrogant do not understand, for fool does not complete this. Sorry, I've got bad eyesight. The wicked flourish like grass, and every only to be destroyed forever.
But you are our exalted for all time.
Okay.
Was it page 27?
Yes. 28.
28. The light is not good for me here. Okay. Surely your enemies are annoyed. Surely your enemies will perish. All who commit evil will be scattered.
As wild bull raised up its horn, you raised my head high, anointed it with fresh oil.
As my enemies gather against me, my gaze remains steady. From my ears, my ears listen and hear.
The righteous flourish like a date palm, thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of God, they flourish in the courtyards.
In old age they remain fruitful, still fresh and bountiful, proclaiming Adonai is upright, my rock and whom there is no law.
Tzadikata Hamar Yifra Yes Avon Yes Jutuli Perfect Adonai Eloheinu Yahafrihu Oh, Yinu B'Seira Yisheini Mevani Adonai Suri Adonai Malak Yehud Lavesh Lavesh Adonai Yos Hitatzar Atikon Tevel Batzimot
Adonai is serving in splendor, give them in strength, the earth stands firm, not to be dislodged. From earliest time you were, and Roder, you are entered now.
The rivers raise up Adonai, the rivers raise up their roar, the rivers raise up their waves. Above the roar of the vast sea and the majestic breakers of the ocean, Adonai stands supreme in the heavens.
In your house, beautiful in its holiness, your testimonies endure Adonai for all time.
Mikolot ma'im rabim adirim ispreyam adibamarom Adonai heitotecha memenu meod lefeitecha nahava kodesh Adonai le'arech yamim. If you are in mourning or observing a yard site, please join me for Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish, on page 30. Yitzgadal, Yitzkadash, Shmei Rabbah. Yalma, Divra, Rute, Yamlikma, Pute, V'chayekon, Uvyomekon, Uvachayek, V'chol Beit Yisrael, Ha'agalah, Mizman Karim, Hebrew, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah, Marabah, Ne'olam, Amen, Amen. Yitzabah, Yitztabah, Yitzhohar, Yitzromam, Yitnaseh, Yitzhadar, Yitzaleh, Yitzhalal, Shemei Kusha, Rehu, Leila, Mitkobir Kata, Shirata, Tushbekata, Venekemata, Na'amiram, Alma, Yiru, Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba, Min Shemaya, B'chaim, Aleinu, B'chol Yisrael, Yiru, Amen. Oseh Shalom, Birumav, Uyaseh Shalom, Aleinu, B'chol Yisrael, Yiru, Amen. We turn now to page 39A, and we rise for the Baruch Hu. Please rise. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMavorach. Baruch Adonai HaMavorach Le'olam Voed. Please be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidbaro marim aravim b'chokhmav be'asharim u'b'tinam eshleitim u'machalim et hazmanim u'mesader et hakochavim v'shmereteim barakia tirsono. Sovereign, time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of the seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky.
So creates day and night, the world was light before darkness, and darkness from light. Makes day pass into night, this day from night. Adonai Tzvaot, your name, living and ever God. May your rule be with us forever and ever.
Ore yom v'layla, gorelo mipnei choshet, v'choshet mipnei or, u'ma'avir yom u'mevii layla, ma'avir ben yom u'mevii layla, Adonai Tzvaot Shemo, Elchad Kayam, Tamid Yimlo, V'aleinu le'olam Zohed, Baruch atah Adonai, Ma'avir Anavim. Avat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amata, Torah u'mitzvot, u'kir mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Amen Adonai Eloheinu, Shofeinu v'kumeinu, Yasirach v'chukecha, v'nishmach v'divrei Toratecha, u'b'mitzvotecha, ve'olam omer. Ki hecha yehum yored yamekum, yored yamekum, u'behem ne'emet yomam v'layla. V'avata atasim emene le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Hagamo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai v'chol avocha v'chol nafshecha v'chol melachecha v'ayu hadvarim ha'elah asher nokrim mitzvotah hayom ha'levecha v'shnatam levatecha v'nivatecha v'shivtecha v'techa v'letecha v'keret v'shoftecha v'kunecha v'sharta v'hota yadecha v'yitecha v'meinecha v'sata We'll take a few moments to read the next two paragraphs to ourselves, and then we'll meet up at the bottom of page 42. Adonai Elohim. Now continue on page 43b, where it says an alternate at the top.
You proclaim the covenant of the seventh day. You love this day, we inherited, delighting in its remembrance. From the time you started, joy-filled hearts of Yeshua, the people you redeemed.
Securing the cause of righteousness.
The solemn Shabbat is a sign between us forever. In 6 days your world was formed, on the seventh day you rested.
And on this day you rest.
One in the name, they sing songs of praise to the one deserving of praise. The womb.
We continue now on page 44 in the Hebrew. You'll notice on the left side of the page, there's transliteration in red. U'malchut tov ratzon kiblu aleichem Moshe Miriam u'bnei Yisrael l'chamodu shira v'simcha rabbav yarok kudam Yichavocha v'yichim Adonai Yichavocha nekara kodesh nohasimo oseh Yam Likne Moshe, Zedi Anu V'Amrot, Ha'Yom Ne'olam Moed, V'Ne'emar, Kivada Adonai et Yaakov, V'lo Yad Chazak V'Menhu, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ras Yisrael. Hashtivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidheinu malkeinu l'chaim, ufos aleinu sukkah shlomecho, v'tavnenu b'tzatova milchonecho, v'oshienu l'man shemecho. Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully, awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Shield us, shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us, and you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ushmorzekeinu v'enu l'chaim u'l'shalom me'atav yadavah ufos aleinu sukkah shalomecho Baruch atah Adonai Amen sukkah shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael Ya Yerushalayim.
Sing along with me. Hashamayim ve'et haaretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat la'asot et hashabat l'dorot ha'berit olam u'yom hashvi shabat ve'inafash
Shabbat v'yinufash, Shabbat v'yinufash, Yishamu b'nei Yisrael, et Shabbat, לעשות את השבת, לתורותם לריתות. So after the Chatzi Kaddish, we'll have time for individual prayer. So the Amidah is found on the page following the Chatzi Kaddish, and when we pray the Amidah, we rise. Some people like to rise before Chatzi Kaddish. I'll leave it up to you. Yitkata v'yitkadosh miraho, Yamadim ratirtem yamid mafutei, V'chayei kono v'yomechon, V'chayei necho beit Yisrael, V'avelam zman karim, Hibru amen. Yehei shmeira ha'vorach, Ve'olam olamei al-mayo, Yiparach v'yistabav v'yikor, V'truma v'yitnasei, Yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, Shemei kudisha v'yiku, Ve'hela min kol birchata v'shirata, Tush v'chata v'nehemata, Zamiram v'yoho, V'ibru amen. If you're still in the midst of your own personal prayer, please continue until you're finished. The rest of us will recite the Vayikulu together on page 53. Standing. Vayikulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'kol tzibam vayikalahi bayom hashvi'i l'chol asher asa vayizvol bayom hashvi'i l'kol asher asa v'yimrech Elohim et yom hashvi'i l'kadesh oto ki bo shabbat mikablato asher bara Elohim לעשות Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Hahel Hagadol Hagibor Hanokra El Elyon Konei Shamayim V'Haaretz Makin Avot V'Hikaro V'Chaye B'Tim V'Ma'amaro Hahel Hagadol She'en Kamohu Hamelech Le'amohu Yom Shabbat Kodsho Kiparatza Yahdiach Lahem Kiparatza Lahadiach Lahem V'Manhab Nachod Yirav Afachad Noten Lishma B'Cho Yom Tamid V'Hen HaBrachot El Ahot Ahot Hatot Ashalom V'Kadesh HaShabbat V'Varech Shvavi V'Nech Shah V'Avadush Ne'opek Seker L'Maseh Maseh V'Veishi Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu V'Tzev V'Menuchatenu Kadeshenu V'Tzvotecha V'Ten Chalkeinu V'Toratecha Sabeinu V'Tuvecha V'Samechenu V'Shvatecha V'Taher Libenu L'Ovdecha V'Emet V'Hanhilenu Adonai Eloheinu Ba'ava'u V'Ratzon Shabbat Kodecha V'Nuchu Vo Yisrael Mekadshei Shemecho Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat Yitkatav Yitkadash Shmei Rabba Yolmad Divrach Hirotei V'Yamneit Machutei V'Chayechon V'Yamechon V'Chayedecho Beit Yisrael V'Agalav Zman Karev Imru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Olam Me'amayom Yitarab Yislavah V'Poar V'Trumah V'Naseh V'Tadar V'Taleh V'Talal Shemei Kudusha V'Riku Leila Min Kol B'Chata V'Shirata Ushbechata V'Nechamata Damiran B'Yama Imru Amen Titkabel Tzvotahon V'Votahon Necha Yisrael Kadam Avohon V'Ishmaya V'Imru Amen Yehei Shlam Rabba Min Shemaya V'Chaim Aleinu V'Kol Yisrael V'Imru Amen Oseh Shalom V'Imromav Oyaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Kol Yisrael V'Kol Yoshvei Tevel V'Imru Amen. So, at this point of the service, we usually make kiddush, but since we're having Oneg, we're going to make kiddush in the back, including after services. So, in that case, let's see what happens next. I believe we're going to have a Dvar Torah from Lael Summer. Yes. Next. Do you need the step?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm Lael Summer, and I'm currently one of the presidents. Susie Major is also one of the presidents, but she can't make it tonight. This year, it is more imperative than ever to remember the evil deeds of Amalek. It's really hard to remember. Obliterating Amalek is far more problematic issue. Certainly, Jewish history is fraught with Amaleks, from Haman to Hitler, from Hamas to Hezbollah, and now we have seen enemies who have no respect for the sanctity of human life, are fierce fighters who are not easily defeated. Unfortunately, in our highly politicized and contentious world, we have no King Ahasuerus with whom a valiant Esther can plead for our people. By remembering the treachery of Amalek, Israel has redoubled its efforts to model behavior anti-Hellenical, so that to that of all of our enemies. Our enemies attack civilians in hopes of doing as much harm as possible. Our Jewish army, the IDF, takes time to warn Palestinian civilians of impending attacks, urging them to leave for safer locations. Our enemies often use their own civilians as human shields. Israel, on the other hand, activates the Iron Dome to protect her citizens, while Hamas has used hospitals and schools as missile launching sites. Israel opens its doors to all who need care. As we prepare to celebrate Purim 2025, we want to recall the bravery of Queen Esther and the founding of Hadassah, which took place at Purim time in 1912. Since October 7, 2023, more than ever before in Israel's history, Amalek, today's Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis, and other enemies have violated Israel's borders, shattering the tenuous peace that has characterized everyday life in Israel for the last number of years. Hamas ruthlessly and brutally tortured and murdered innocent civilians, some in their beds and safe rooms, others peacefully dancing at a music festival. Since that fateful October day, Israel's IDF has been forced to fight in an ongoing war. The country and many Jews from around the world suffer and mourn for every Israeli who has been killed during the war, whether those killed are soldiers or civilians. Once again, as has been in countless times since its founding, Hadassah, the Women's Zionist Organization of America, has intensified its effort to support Hadassah's hospitals and youth Aliyah villages. The support is in line with Hadassah's core mission, the healing of people of Eretz Yisrael. Since 1933, when the Youth Aliyah movement first began, Hadassah has been supporting its Youth Aliyah villages. Following extensive renovations, the Psychological Therapy Center at Meir Sheyat Youth Village near Haifa was dedicated in late 2024 as the Ellen Hirschkin Therapeutic Center in honor of the 26th National President. At that Hadassah Miriam Youth Village near Netanya, the spacious, redesigned emergency shelter was opened. That shelter will serve as a secure space and command center during emergencies and as a leisure and activity space year-round. In response to the urgent need for rehabilitation services for Israel wounded soldiers and civilians, Hadassah opened the Gandel Center, Rehabilitation Center at Mount Scopus in January 2024, 24 months ahead of schedule. Here in the United States, Hadassah has been an outspoken advocate, despite the overwhelming death of evidence they have perished with. UN leaders have never held Hamas accountable for the sexual violence its members perpetrated against men and women, nor has the UN taken decisive steps towards justice. During this year's 16 days of activism against the gender-based violence, Hadassah, with the Education and Advocacy Division, took the lead among 65 organizations to call on the Secretary General and other UN leaders to stand up and show that sexual violence against women and girls will never be tolerated or excluded, excused. Holding perpetrators accountable is critical to deterring future use of sexual violence as a weapon of war. As a global humanitarian organization, Hadassah remains committed to standing up to women everywhere. Hadassah is proud of its long history. More than a century ago, Hadassah set up clinics and hospitals in Free State Israel, curing blindness, containing the 1918 pandemic, and saving women from a 50% maternal death rate. Hadassah's leaders and members in the United States have raised funds to meet the urgent needs of our extended Israeli family. They have lobbied for U.S. and world support for Israel in light of the October 7th attack and against the anti-Semitic backlash faced by Jews in the U.S. and throughout the world. They have educated on evolving Zionism and on combating anti-Semitism. They have offered emotional support through solidarity missions to Israel for leaders and members of Hadassah chapters nationwide. Am Israel High, which happens to be the same call as it was for Sisterhood organization, is the prayer and the call to action on our lips and on our hearts. Ultimately, we know that Israelis and Jews all over the world want peace to prevail. To quote further Israeli Prime Minister, former Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir, when peace comes, we will perhaps in time be able to forgive the Arabs for killing our sons, but it will be harder for us to forgive them for having forced us to kill their sons. Peace will come when Arabs love their children more than they hate ours. I hope all of us can emulate the bravery of Queen Esther and today's Hadassah members as we end the silence and perpetrate the legacy of practical Zionism begun by Hadassah's founder, Henrietta Zoll, 113 years ago. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. At this time, let's bring to our hearts and minds our loved ones who are in need of healing. Certainly, there are many places in the world where people are suffering injuries from warfare, including PTSD. So hold all those people in our hearts, and we'll sing the Misha Berach, Debbie Friedman's Misha Berach prayer. If you need the words, it's in the middle of the Shabbat bulletin. Misha before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. With refuah shlema, renewal of body, renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We turn to page 56 and rise for Aleinu. Aleinu b'shabbat Adon Hako, l'tei Gilad Yotzei Bereshit, Shelo Sam V'Yehav Hatzot, V'lo Sam At this time, we remember the following people who have yard second in the coming week. Layla Summers' father, Abraham Goldberg, her uncle, Jack Turk, and her mother, Ruth Turk Goldberg. Sheldon Cohen's uncle, Bernard Casper, Brad Friedlander's wife, Gail, Sonia Altman's mother, Bessie Plotkin, Sandra Shedroff's brother, Ellen Schwartz, Marilyn Newberg's grandmother, Anna Littman, as well as Max Alford, Anna Goldberg, Cantor Jack Levy, Lila Cohen Carithers, Harold Slager, Leon Walters, Ignaz Hirschwitz, Edward Aaron, Jack Hirschbaum, Joseph Altman, and I invite anyone who would like to share name. Yes, please.
My brother Harold Tenver, my father Abraham Tenver.
For those of us who are reciting Kaddish, please rise if you're saying Kaddish for your site. Page 58. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei rabah yalmad yikra hirutei yamlik mafutei v'chayei kon u'v'yomei kon u'v'chayei d'kol beit Yisrael v'agalal b'zman karig v'ru amen yehei shmei rabah v'torat v'elam amen Yitzbarach, Yitzbarach, Yitzbohar, Yitzamam, Yitznaseh, Yitzhadar, Yitzalem, Yitzhalal, Shmei Kudisha, Leila, Mikover Hata, Vashirata, Tushbehata, V'nechemata, Damiran, V'alma, V'ru, Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba, Min Shemaya, V'chaim, Aleinu, V'alko Yisrael, V'ru, Amen. Oseh Shalom, V'ruma, Hu Yaseh Shalom. Aleinu V'alko Yisrael, V'ru, Amen. Again, a huge thank you to our sisterhood who put all this together, and a big thank you to Hadassah for doing the wonderful work they're doing. Thank you so much. Want to wish a happy anniversary. Well, actually, they're not here, so never mind. Is it your anniversary next week? No. Jim, was your?
July.
Oh, July. Oh, okay. Let's see, but it is Maureen Hash's birthday, right? And how many?
On Monday.
Oh, happy anniversary! All right, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov. All right. But it is Jim's birthday, upcoming birthday. Yeah, happy birthday. That's what I meant to say. And Shabbat service. Yeah. Services tomorrow morning at 9:30, followed by a delicious kiddush sponsored by Maury Pesh. And Purim's coming. Purim's coming. So less than a week. Please join us in the social hall for kiddush and an ode.
Shabbat.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. That's a wrap.
It's a wrap?
Cool.